Good morning, children. Today we are going to see about GK, that is your general knowledge. So, in general knowledge, when we speak about general knowledge, along with all other subjects, even general knowledge is important. So, today's general knowledge that we see is the first, second, and third lessons we are going to see. So, please take your textbooks and follow the video. So, the first thing that we know about is amazing plants. So amazing plants, we might have seen our plants, children, like in your surroundings, in your neighborhood, you might have seen your plants. Even in your house, you might be having the plants. But here there are some amazing plants. Let's just go through them. So the first plant or the first tree that you take here is, it's the world's largest. That means the tree has the world's largest leaves, children, and it can grow up to 20 meters in length. It can go up to 20 meters in length. You can just observe the image here, how long the leaves are. So this is raffia palm. It is raffia palm. And the world's biggest cactus. Cactus, we know it is a desert plant which grows in the desert or which needs very less water. Okay, because it stores water in its stems. So here, and it can grow, this, the world's biggest cactus, can grow up to 70 feet. That is Sagaro. So the next one, this is the tree, children, see, it is the lightest wood. They say that even the bar, this is the trunk of the tree can be carried by a single hand. So that light, the tree is the softest and the lightest wood, that is balsa tree. Balsa tree. And here if you speak about the other tree is, that is hemlock. Now what is this hemlock tree? It's the world's most poisonous plant. They say that with this poison, with the poison from this plant, even person, I mean human being, can be killed. So the world's most poisonous plant is hemlock. And we have now the biggest flower which can weigh up to 10 kilos, and its diameter is this length, children, from this petal to this petal. If you take, the diameter is 1 meter. It's Rafflesia. It is Rafflesia. And the last plant that we have is the world's fastest growing plant. The world's fastest growing plant, which can grow 2 to 3 meters in a day, that is bamboo. That is bamboo. So as we have seen the amazing plants, we also have some amazing animals. Generally, if we say flying animals, that we remember about the birds. But here we are going to see some animals that are not birds, but still they can fly. So now if you see here, you can see this image. It looks like a bat, but it is flying lemur. Flying lemur. And this one looks like squirrel, but this can fly. This is flying squirrel. This is flying squirrel. And then flying ray. You can see flying ray. And this is flying fish. It's a fish, children, but still it can fly. The flying fish. Flying fox. Flying fox. And flying snake. Flying snake. So these are the different animals. Even though they are animals, but still they can fly. Here you can see it's a frog. This is flying frog, children. You can see it can fly. Okay, it can fly. And this is, it looks like a lizard, but it is called flying gecko. In your textbooks, it is in internet search, children. The last part of your textbook you will find at the bottom part of your textbook in the second lesson. You just go through it. This picture, even though it looks like a lizard, it is a flying gecko. So in your internet search, you please write this flying gecko. And here we see, I think so, the most food that many of you like, but the most food that spoil our health. We all like which is not good for our health, right? So here we will go through the junk food, which we like more, but which will spoil our health the most. So the first picture, I think so, I don't need to explain much about this, because by seeing the image itself, you might have already guessed its name. But I will just tell you, I won't tell you how it is or what it is. I'll tell you what it causes or what type of damage it causes to your body. Okay. When you speak about the first picture, I guess you already know about it, the burger which you like the most, but which will spoil your health because it is rich in fat. That means it gives more fat to your body, and it also contains sugar and sodium. Sodium is salt, children. Okay. And here it is used mostly dairy fat. That means the cheese that is mixed in this burger is dairy fat. So with all this, our body becomes more fat, like we become obese. Next one is candies. Candies, if you speak about candies, of course we like the candies, because but still it contains more sugar. Still, whatever it is, if we are taking little, it's good for health. When it crosses its limits, it will spoil our health. So I'm not telling you not to eat junk food anytime. Though I'm not telling you completely not to eat, but I'm telling you that read very rarely. It's because we like it. So I'm telling you, don't. It's not that completely you stop eating, but at least you reduce the time, like how many times in a week you are eating. See, maybe once in a month, once in a while, very rarely you should eat these foods, children, because even though we like them, even though it is tasty, but still it spoils our health. So the things that are spoiling our health, what should we do? We should take care of our health. In order to take care of our health, the main thing that we should do is, even though we like this food so much, we should have control on ourselves. That means very rarely you should eat, maybe once in a month, maybe only once. So like that, you should eat these foods because it is not at all good for our health. So when we will, let's come back to our candies. Candies, they have a lot of sugar content in it. It will make us overweight, and even it's very bad for our teeth because it will cause cavities. When once you get cavities, you know that you get toothache and so on, and it's really unbearable. Even we will get stomach ulcer, because that means after eating these, and once we get stomach ulcer, the even the little food that we eat also, we will not be able to digest, or we will not be comfortable with it. Okay, so the next food is french fries. Again, carbohydrated ones, it will lead to diabetes. Diabetes means sugar. That means once the people get diabetes, what they do is they cannot eat any sugar items. And the other thing is, if they get little wound on their body anywhere, it will, I mean, if they get little hurt also, it will not cure fast. It takes a lot of time. At times it will even spoil. So children, see that you don't eat all these kind of things. That is french fries. And the next one, carbonated beverage. Instead of this, they better go for what to say, cool drinks. It's sorry, not cool drinks, fruit juices. Either you eat fruits or fruit juices. But again, when I speak about juices, I'll tell you again about that. But why we are not allowing you, or why am I asking you not to drink these carbonated beverages? It is because it absorbs the calcium from our body. That means what to do is, see, in our body we need calcium. Calcium we need to keep our bones strong. But when you drink these carbonated beverages, what it does is, it will not allow our body to absorb the calcium from the food that we take. We generally take from the milk, we get calcium, from boiled egg we get calcium. So when we take these kind of foods into our body, the body absorbs the calcium. Okay. But if you are taking carbonated beverages, the body will not allow, or the body will not take the calcium from the food items that we are taking. Automatically our bones become weak and they break easily. So better to avoid carbonated beverage. Now comes about, as I was talking to you about fruit juice. I asked you to drink fruit juice. It doesn't mean you buy canned juices from outside and you drink. No, instead of that, what you do is you drink fresh juice made at home, or eat fresh fruits instead of going for canned fruit juices. Because when they are like when they are canning the fruits for to make juices, what they do is they add more of sugars. So preservatives are added in it, which causes our health, like which spoils our health. So better not to take canned juices, but instead of that, go for fresh juice or we eat fresh fruits. That's much more better. Next, Any occasion in at our homes, we will be having this as a main item of in our homes, right? The cake, the creamy cake. But the thing is, it has saturated fats and it gives so much of calories. It will make us to lead, it will lead us to obesity. Obesity is nothing but putting on more weight, overweight, and which causes heart diseases. Okay, because it contains large amount of sugar, the creamy cake. Eat, but very less, very rarely. And now comes mostly when mother gives you roti, idli, dosa, chapati, all this we don't like, but we like this kind of items, right? Like Maggi, noodles, pasta, all these kind of things. But when you are eating this food, it may be tasty for you or you may like it, but the thing is, it is spoiling our health. It gives you cholesterol, it increases the cholesterol in our body. Cholesterol is nothing but the fat in our body. Once we are overweight or once we are fat, what happens? It will lead to heart diseases and high blood pressure. Okay, so children, see that even though we like what to say, even though we like all these junk foods, the main thing that we should remember is we should not eat this junk food which is not good for our health or which will spoil our health. Eat, but very rarely and very less. Okay children, thank you, have a great day.